this asshole and get ready to go for the trash mess drama. Yeah, we're fully live, mama.
Piss the fuck off because of your life.
I'm bored. It's still very dry down there.
I can't grow up. I'm just Al.
I'm not buying what they're selling.
Oh, there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to After Mafs. We are live globally. It's so good to see you all. Before I tell you what's coming up and all that rigmarole, let's just turn on the chat. So I can say hi to everybody. Hello, SBAs from Deborah M. Hey, Deb. I hope you're okay with being called Deb. Andy is driving, but obviously very responsible, just listening tonight. Anita is here. Hey, Anita. I wonder what people still think of me being called Daddy. I can't get used to it. Hey, Wendy. Hello, Shamanka Angel Heart. Shamanka, I want to know if you got your pins. Will is here calling me father once more. Hello, Bron. Yeah, the episode was a little bit blah. And that's okay, because we've still got things to talk about. I think the brothers spiced it up, and also the chat about the job, which I need your help on because I don't know what Adam does. And of course, as always, at the end, what should I tell you that's coming up? Okay, coming up, highs and lows from episode 3 of Mafs. Dirty Dan might not be a nice guy after all. You know, Dan and Sandy. Turns out, maybe not so good. And, apparently, love has been found for our favourite dressmaker. Sorry, our favourite dress destroyer. Oh, there you go, got that out. Also, your Memo Me's!
Memo me!
At the end of the episode.
Memo me!
Yeah. We'll do that, so make sure you send them Wilko Rehashed on Instagram and Facebook. There is a poll in the chat right now, and the question is, do you understand what Adam does as a career? I'd really love you to know. I'd really love you to share with me if you do know. Oh, shit. So the answers are, yeah, I get it, and the other one, which I have no clue. So 20% of Sweet Baby Angels get it, and 80% or 81% have no idea what Adam does as a job. Did I just wake up to a live and a massive spoiler alert for me? What? Listen, if you watch this and it gets spoiled for you, I don't know what to tell you, Annette. This is live. It says live in the corner. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Quickly, if you want to donate to the channel, this is how you do it. A huge thank you to Elizabeth S., who has donated in the last live. Also, Brianne donated and messaged, and I wanted to read the message because it praises me. Brianne says, "You are quality, beautiful personality, and a real professional." I don't know if that's true. Thank you for not straying away from uncomfortable conversations that need to be had. Thanks from an Aussie living in the UK. Brianne, thank you so much for donating to the channel. If you do, there is a link in the top of the chat. Really does help. Or you can always give
Super
chat. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's get to episode 3. Remember, Rehashed is always there. It's on Patreon right now if you want to become a Patreon Sweet Baby Angel. We've got some new ones that... I was going to say indoctrinate at the end of this episode. Yeah, that's probably right. Welcome. Welcome to the cult. Daddy says welcome. We'll do that at the end of the episode. But we need to talk about episode 3. So let's start off with the first wedding, a wedding where I think the couple... No, I don't think, but we're meant to think that everything's going to be hunky-dory with these two, Ollie and Tani. So Ollie, voiceover artist... Tani, I can't remember. Someone remind me in the chat. Oh, great. Amy's someone got the pins, wore them to a Pride event. Excellent. Yeah, exactly. You can wear something that says Sasshole to a Pride event and no one will question you. Wearing it to school or like work, I don't know. So here we go. Our first wedding, they went straight into it. They didn't really sort of do the wedding side by side. Sometimes they do. But no, this time they definitely went straight into it. And from the edit, they both seemed genuine. We'll wait for the other shoe to drop. They are so young. So young. But in Fiji, they seem to like spending time together at least, which is different to a lot of the lab rats who are trapped in this loveless setup, loveless science. It's not even science anymore. And they consummated it as well. Apparently, Tani was chuffed. I don't know, I kind of bought it. And looking at Ollie here, and when we, base everything just off looks, first judgments, I thought maybe he might think of himself as a bit of a fluff boy, but it comes across like he doesn't. So I guess we'll see if this one's going to work out. Nothing too interesting she talked about how she loved the Scream movies, and I agree with you. I absolutely love Wes Craven. Yeah. So that's what we found out about those two. Now let's get to the wedding, the nuptials that we think aren't going to work out for the best. There they are right there, Janelle and Adam. So her brothers in particular, and Jordan specifically, was not fucking around. He was ready to sniff out whatever Adam. I was trying to put handsome and Adam together. Anyway, handsome Adam is hiding. Do you think... we'll do that at the end. Do you think that Adam is full of shit? Because he seems very much under pressure. And again, highly edited reality TV show. But he seems very much under pressure when people are asking him, his new wife, for television, what he does for a career. And I didn't really understand. There's a website and there's competitions and there's crypto and I I didn't really understand it. Anyway, I liked the suit. He definitely looks like Cash Money, but I don't know. I don't know what he does. So if someone could explain it to me, maybe even you, Adam, I'd love to know because I'm still very confused as to what you do. Janelle maybe focuses too much on money, and I can see why maybe her other partners haven't survived in her family environment. Because Jordan especially has attachment issues and he needs to just chill out a bit. There's I'm protective of my sister, but also let the girl live. You don't know everything. Tell me more about your partner, Jordan. What's going on with you? You seemed very threatened by Adam's beauty. Anyway, you know what we do have to talk about? Which is just Adam. What do you do?
You said you ran your own businesses?
Me and my mate started up a competition business. Like it's online, like cool prizes and stuff like TVs.
So it's like a side hustle or like...
No, I feel like that's what we're going to work towards. Also, I was going to launch a podcast. Yeah, I really want to do something like that.
Are you career stable?
You know, I'm a big believer in like
Career
manifestation
stable.
and all this type of stuff. What you're meant to have is what you're supposed to have. I want good things. I know they're coming for me as well.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for being honest.
Yeah. Give you something to think about, huh?
Yeah. He's 35 and he doesn't really have a solid career at the moment. I'm just asking you.
I'm not saying anything to you about how much do you earn and can you survive? That's not even come to my mind. Where does that come from you? So
I've told her how many times what I've done for work, she knows exactly what I do and what I've done. Don't make me feel like I've got nothing when you don't know me.
But the fact that you made that comment about can you survive right now, I've just told you I've got jobs and stuff, so in your head it shows that it doesn't sit that well with me.
I don't really care if you're rich or anything like that.
I mean, have I shown that I'm not okay?
It's definitely not attractive to me at all. It's actually a bit of a turn off. Where we go moving forward is just going to make it a lot harder for me to get close with her or even open up to her.
I told you I got jobs and stuff. All right, so I'm 36, turning 37, and in the past few months, I am doing this full time. So I can't really throw stones. I'm currently, living off a YouTube wage, which is very minimal. Hence why you donate. But I think if you said to her, "Hey, I've got investments and it's okay because they pay dividends," and maybe explain that, but that's not what we got. We got crypto competition website, giveaway prizes, gonna start a podcast. I'm so confused. I'm so confused as to what you do, and also your defensiveness could have been because she just kept asking. But maybe she kept asking because she still doesn't understand like I don't. Anyway, she probably doesn't need to be as money obsessed or career obsessed, but I get it. Everyone has different values on what they look at money. ALB. What did I miss here? Oh, no, I missed it. Something about a crappy video. Did someone just do a crappy video on you? Okay, I don't know what's going on in the chat. Anyway, the job chat was a lot. And I don't know where it's going to go. Because at the end of the episode, they try to make it seem like they'd cleared everything up. And I just don't think they have. If he has a hot dog truck, I'm in. I'm in. Adam was way too reactive and defensive when she asked about his career job prospects. Yeah, I get it. And also, there are ways of asking. But maybe she just didn't understand. Because I don't understand. Again, highly edited. Let's talk about the call. And I'm not talking about the excellent Backstreet Boys song. There was a call that Bronte had received from her sister, Kira, and Kira was basically just saying, hey, so I was talking to the bridal party, and the bridal... Wait, I need a different voice. Where's this one?
Hey, so I was talking to the bridal party, and this is really crazy. So she was going around saying that, oh my fucking God, how am I not in the bridal party? Like, why didn't that happen? So, because it hasn't happened, I'm Jess from The Bachelorette. I'm going to cause as much shit as I can and make it all about me. Which doesn't really make sense because I still had the messages and the text receipts and whatever like that, but I just wanted to make it about me. And then all of a sudden...
We're just forgiving? We're just forgiving Harrison? So it was just so weird. I agreed with Harrison that you have a life beforehand, thought it was a little bit odd that you were dating right up to the second that you were going into Mafs, but that's your business. You were not in a committed relationship. Great. And none of the texts that we covered last night, none of it showed anything untoward that you were in some long-term committed relationship. But it was so quick to be like, what, Jess was lying? Well, my poor husband. It just went too much. It was too much. Too much, too quick. I didn't believe any of it. And like how quickly Kira was on board. You guys are perfect. I could see it. Really? Because in the episode, it looked like you were fucking mad a lot. Clutching your pearls and then thinking that he's all sus. And I get it. I still think he's sus. But the Jess thing was just a huge beat up. And you can take one look at Jess and know exactly what she's after. Oh no, I love it. For the trash, mess, and drama. Let me be clear. I absolutely loved it. All right, so that's been cleared up. And apparently they're all good right now. But they're not, because we saw in the trailer that it's not going to be good for them. And I really don't think it's going to be good for them. Is anyone else really confused? What are we confused about? Keep up with me, guys. So we've done the call. An amazing call from Kira to Bronte. Now also, we have to talk about Jesse. Jesse was only on briefly, but don't worry, he's going to fix Claire. One little thing will fix Claire, everybody.
I don't think she feels comfortable in allowing just a few more seconds of silence.
Yeah.
Because generally in that 2, 3, 4 seconds of silence, I'm like preparing the next thing to say.
Okay, so that's really the problem. Can't say it with a straight face. Come on, mate. If we just had a few extra seconds, she'd be great then. Just a few more extra seconds for thinking time for him to have some sort of retort or observation or something. What are you talking about? Oh, I can't. I just can't. You just drive me mad. So she was also, and I apologise again, fits in Whipper. Claire was, I don't get to pick where they go. Trust me, I'd love to talk to them myself. She was on Fits in Whipper, and this is what she had to say.
Listen, we had an amazing connection, let me tell you, and it really surprised me the way that we just connected. And I really think that having so many icks and having so many things that you don't like, it's a fear, it's a vulnerability, it's having your guard up, because it's so much easier to say, nah, this is not for me, rather than to kind of lean into the discomfort and open up. So I have a sneaking suspicion, though, I'll chip away at that and I'll wear him down.
Is he anywhere near your type of man?
Look, I haven't dated anyone like Jessie before. Definitely haven't married anyone like Jessie before. But the one thing that I did say is, for me, it's personality. Like, you know, it doesn't matter what you look like. It's about the way you guys connect on an intimate, emotional, you know, level. And, you know, what happens if you get blind? You know, you lose your eyesight. You're not going to like someone for how they look. It's about the way they make you feel. So,
do you clash with others?
Look, generally, I think that I'm a voice of backing people who really don't let their voices be heard. So yeah, there's times where I'll stand up for what I think is right, for sure. I'm not afraid to say how I feel. I'm not afraid to stand up for something that I think is wrong. Yeah, look, Harrison's a strange one, isn't he? Definitely wasn't my cup of tea. Definitely had a few choice words for him and the way he treated Bronte. Yeah, it didn't really sit well with me. You know, obviously hearing it from her, but then actually seeing it, it did make me quite upset to see her so hurt day one. I reckon he's a bit scared of us girls. We had a few words for him, so I don't think he'd come anywhere near us, to be honest.
Yeah. We have been told Jessie's gone on radio down in Adelaide at the moment and saying that there's a love triangle. Can you elaborate on that?
A love triangle. Look, the only shape I know is circle, and it's the ring on my finger. I'll give you a spoiler. They actually replaced the glasses with plastic cups.
I found that interesting out of that whole thing. By the way, I think they were just trying to stir her up about the whole love triangle thing. I think they were just trying to get her to spill on something that maybe they'd heard. And anyway, so I don't think the love triangle thing is real, but it could be. It could be. I just think they were trying to get her to say something. But it's so interesting now that plastic cups, which means none of this, no smashing. Oh, plastic just doesn't smash the same way, which is really, really disappointing. Whoa. Wow, there's some stuff going on. You guys are really going hard on Fitzy and Whipper. Listen, there's nothing I can do about Fitzy and Whipper. You just got ads. No, Annette. See? It's what happens when Daddy needs to make money. It's YouTube. This is how I pay the bills. Yeah. Really sorry. Really sorry about that. Oh, everyone getting stupid ads. I agree, Cassandra. They cannot be trusted with glass. So that is what Claire had to say. Again, I looked into trying to find this other interview and I couldn't find it. So, and I'm assuming most of the media outlets, if they have any Mafs stuff, they are sharing it because they get clicks and listens and blah, blah, blah. So you would assume that it is there. That's pretty much it from the episode. You can watch the full rehash. There's other bits and pieces that I found, obviously. So obviously watch the rehash tomorrow if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Patreon, it is there right now. But I do need to talk about other things for the Love Lab Rats from seasons past. Let's quickly talk about our favourite dress cutter. Here she is. Olivia. So remember Seb? I don't know him because I haven't watched that season of Mafs yet. I will, though, and that'll be a retro rehash, and I'll definitely drop that up on Patreon when I get the time. But it turns out that he, a little while ago, came out to old mate Oblivia's defense, and this is what he had to say about her. Villains are chosen, but in my experience and knowing many of them, their characters have been unfairly portrayed. As a result, they are attacked by the masses and isolated. Meeting Olivia Fraser last night, I saw that in fact, she is super sweet, non-judgmental, with best intentions, and a base, kind nature. Backed into a corner, however, she cannot sit idle. So he's obviously saying she was backed into a corner by Dom, and that's when she went, oh, guess what I found on OnlyFans? Sorry, my friend, or my friend's friend, or just someone sent it to me. So this was reported by So Dramatic. An Eagle Eye fan clocked onto a new relationship while she was in a nail salon. She was... Olivia was going out with Seb because she was sitting next to her when she was getting her nails done, and she saw that Seb was her screensaver. And you know, you only put people in your screensaver if you're in a relationship with them. So my partner and the dog. Further solidifying the pair, at the very least, know each other. Seb, who previously dated Lizzie after tying the knot on the show, shared a snap of them on Instagram. So I think we're clutching at straws. But maybe she's happy. Maybe she's happy, guys. Maybe she's been in love this entire time and we just didn't know. Let's get to the pièce de résistance, which is Dirty Dan. All right. See that girl? She looks real familiar, and you're going to find out why in a second. And behind that girl, Dan. Next to Dan, Adam, who we saw get married to Janelle in the last episode. So, even though Dan and Sandy seemed pretty happy with each other last night, you can see him getting very handsy with somebody who was actually at the Mafs wedding. Her name is Samantha Louise, I'm going to say Sims or Symes. Apparently she has nearly 40,000 Instagram followers. And she shared this picture of her sitting on Dan's lap and kissing her cheek. And I love how they describe this on news.com, puts her hand up towards his face, and then he grabs her thigh. Sorry, upper thigh, and then kisses her neck. Wow. Yeah, well, if you want to have a look, this is actually her at the wedding, and this is her sharing pictures of the outfit and thanking her glam squad who put in all this effort. Now, there was another article that I read, and it was coming for her because she was there to upstage. She was there to upstage the bride. Now, this is how gay I am. I didn't recognize her. She's there and she's got her boobs out, sure, but she can do that. She can do whatever she wants. She's been invited to a Mafs wedding and she wants to get the cameras on her just like Jess did. It is weird now that supposedly they're dating. That is all alleged. I don't know. Now, I don't normally share all of the tips that I get because I shared this earlier on Patreon, and I'll just read it to you. Oh, where is it? I'll just read it to you because it doesn't make a lot of sense, but with this context, maybe this is what this person's talking about. So just after midday today, I got this message. Hi, a friend of mine watches you on YouTube. Thank you, friend. And I wanted to let you know something. I know Dan from Mafs pretty well, and I don't think he ends up looking that great in this season. Please don't share my name. I am okay, though, for you to share what I have said. He isn't a bad guy, but he isn't as sweet as you seem to think he is. I guess I was pretty sweet on him. I don't know this 100%, but I also heard he played up on this girl at the wedding as well. Maybe don't get behind Dan. Love, Anonymous. I added that bit. So I guess maybe this girl, are they referring to Sandy as this girl, and is this who he's been playing up with? I don't know. It's all very speculative, but maybe Dan isn't as sweet and lovely as we first thought. So I guess we'll find out. Sandy was on the radio this morning on Mix in Adelaide, and it was one of the most boring interviews in the world. I did listen to the whole thing for you to see if there was anything interesting, but no, there was just nothing interesting. Dan officially out of the running for this season's SBA. Yeah. Well, we don't know. Again, it could not be true. Although that picture does say a lot of things. Guys, you should check out tonight's sponsor, Like the Amazing when it clicked. What? There's just so many messages coming through. Yeah, the structure in that dress is definitely working hard. So, but she looks stunning, and when you've got a glam squad like that, it makes absolute sense. I just wanted to just quickly pay tribute to Jordan. He's not dead, but but I just feel like he got more airtime than even Ollie maybe did. All right. What else have we got to talk about? I love also that Adam's in that photo with Dan. So it says we're kind of, because there's always like two main cliques, right? There's a few floaters and always two main cliques. So I think we might be doing the same thing this year. All right, I have to say, welcome to some new SBAs. Marita is a brand new SBA. M.O. is back on Patreon. Hannah, Shelley M, Kristen J, RVL or Avi, Avi has upped her level to be a fully fledged SBO on Patreon, so thank you so much. You can sign up to Patreon, pay for a year, get 10% off, and I've dropped the prices to make it easier for everybody to jump on board. You'll get the episode sooner. In fact, episode 3 is there right now. If you can, don't stress yourself. I love your support no matter what. Likes, comments, shares, all that stuff. Very, very important as well. Before we go, we need to, actually, before I get to Memo Me's, your last minute to get your Memo Me's in. So if you haven't recorded one yet and sent it through, do it. I just want to end this poll with the big question. And the big question was, Adam and Dan incoming tree scandal. Do you understand what Adam does as a job? We've agreed that I have no clue, but 85% is the winner. And yeah, I get it at 14% with 83 votes. Can't watch botched if you're eating. Saying 27 likes. I know there's a lot of people who watch and don't like. Look, my retention on YouTube is really great. Like most people watch over 80% of the video, and that's really high for YouTube, but they still don't like. So it really does help. It does, because otherwise, the channel can't find new people. So I really do appreciate it when you do like. Before we go, let's find some. Oh, no, that's not going to work.
I was going to do that.
Let's find some Memo Me. You can always send your Memo Me. Let's turn that off and get some sexy music going. You can always send your Memo Me to me on Instagram and Facebook at Wilko Rehashed. Well, I hope someone understood what that was. You can send your voice memos to me. I think that's the only one I've got. Oh, no, we've got Deb. What am I talking about? Deb is there. Deb is consistent. Here we are, Deb.
Hey, Wilko, it's Deb.
Hey, Deb.
Time for tonight's Memo Me.
Yep.
Tani and Ollie, very cute. Not much time spent on them. I'll think they'll kind of be similar to like sort of this year's Goofy couple. Yeah, they look adorable together. Adam and Janelle is this year's Brent and Tamara, where Janelle has no idea what Adam does. I honestly don't really understand what he does. And her brothers give me Cyclone Sorrel from season 6 brothers vibe, where it was all, you have to impress me, or I have to like you, and if I don't like you, then she's not going to stay with you. See you later.
Thank you, Deb. I agree. Yeah, it is a bit Cyclone Cyril's family. Yeah, those guys were really intense, because I've actually recorded that a bunch of episodes from that season of Mafs. I haven't dropped any of them yet. I haven't had time. But yeah, they are full on. I couldn't believe that they weren't going to go, and then they did go, and there's just a lot. So yeah, maybe the brothers are just really a lot. Here we go. Will's done it last minute. I don't know what it's going to sound like. I'm super worried now. Oh, Will. Oh, click, play. Here we go.
Memo Me. So basically, this episode was a bit lackluster. All I've really got to say is Dan's a bit weird. Watch out for him. Naughty. I feel like he's going to be a bad boy. But for the rest, they're all right. His partner, I forgot her name, but she keeps on stressing about the job. Chill out. But yeah, deuce.
Memo me! Oh, okay. It's been a real wacky Wednesday, everybody, and I really appreciated you being a part of it. Remember, you can always donate to the channel. It really does help. Hey, huge thanks to Deb, who has donated. Deb donated with the link at the top and sent me a message that said, this is to help stop the ads. Listen, I can't always stop the ads because I do say to YouTube that I would like to make money. As much as I'd like to. Guys, if I was rich, I would sit here and do it for free. But it's just not going to happen. Hey, Sophie. Hey, thank you so much for following me on Instagram. I did see that as well. Any last comments, thoughts, feelings? People are waving already. You're saying goodbye. You're trying to get rid of me already. I don't know why you're trying to get rid of me. Before we go...
I'd like to say goodnight to you, sweet baby angel. I hope you have sweet dreams. I hope you have careers and jobs that pay you money, because then you pay me money and I make money, and that would make Janelle very, very happy. What else do I have thoughts on? Final thoughts. I also like the Scream franchise movies, just like Tani. I also have had issues with a hammock before. And I'm also going to be standing at the end of your bed all night. But you left.
Bye.